Okay, everyone, thank you for joining us today. We're going to go ahead and get started. So today is the Dynamics GP and SL What's Next webinar. My name is Mary Truis. I'm an account manager here at KTL. A lot of you have probably worked with me if you're a KTL customer, or you may have worked with Steve Reed, our Director of Sales, or Disha Patel, another account manager here. So I'm going to be leading the webinar today. If you have any questions, Lily Lou, our marketing coordinator, is going to be monitoring the chat box, so please type in all your questions there, and we will answer the pertinent ones throughout, or any others we'll answer at the end of the webinar as well. Also, this webinar is going to be recorded, so if you have any other coworkers that weren't able to join today, we're going to be sending out the recording after this, and it will also be up on our YouTube page. Okay, so today's agenda, we're going to be discussing kind of the current ERP landscape and what's going on in the ERP world, an overview of Microsoft's cloud for businesses, what your options are as a Microsoft Dynamics existing customer, and how to get started on a path moving forward to stay current in your ERP solution. So, in a CEO survey that was done, 86% of CEOs consider digital their #1 priority. So when we say we tend to use digital and cloud interchangeably, it's a huge thing that's top of mind for leadership in small companies and in very large organizations, how to move into the digital era, or digital transformation, as Microsoft likes to put it, and start using cloud in a more productive way in your organization. So we're going to be talking about that today, but these are some good statistics to take a look at and think about. One of the huge reasons why people want to use cloud in their organization is that it empowers your employees to work from anywhere. I know that's been a huge complaint from Dynamics customers in the past, and it's something that we'll talk about today moving forward. So this is a good outline of the Microsoft Cloud. Cloud tends to get used as a blanket term, so I wanted to go in depth and talk a little bit about what exactly that means. So when we talk about the Microsoft Cloud, we're actually talking about really 3 different things. So here you see Microsoft Azure. Azure is the backbone of everything for Microsoft that is cloud. It is their cloud platform. It's what Microsoft Dynamics 365 is built off of, and Microsoft 365, or also called Office 365, is built off of as well. Microsoft Azure is a pretty powerful platform that you can do data backup, disaster recovery, data lake, analyzing big data. There's a lot there. Microsoft Dynamics 365 encompasses quite a few things, one of them being Business Central, which is an ERP solution that we'll talk about today, and then also the customer engagement applications, which include project service, sales, marketing, all of those. And then obviously Microsoft also purchased LinkedIn last year, so that is part of the Microsoft Cloud as well. So Business Central, there's been a lot of talk about Business Central over the last few years. So I want to just kind of discuss exactly what that is and clear up any confusion. So Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central is a completely cloud-based ERP solution. It is separate from the other Dynamics applications like GP, SL, NAV, or AX. It's a completely separate solution. It's a newer solution that Microsoft came out with about 3 years ago. It's gone through a couple different names. At first, they referred to it as Project Madeira. Then they started calling it Business Financials, and now we have Business Central is its actual name. So what does that actually mean? If you were to move from your Dynamics solution to Business Central, it's not an upgrade, it's a completely new solution. Business Central has core financial capabilities, and it also has add-ons available for distribution and manufacturing and service organizations as well. It is completely cloud-based, and it is SaaS licensing, which means you pay a per user per month cost for your licensing. You do not manage any infrastructure with it because it's all hosted in the Azure cloud. It's also completely integrated with the Power Platform, so Power BI, Flow, and Power Apps for more robust reporting capabilities and business intelligence, and then also being able to build out those powerful workflows or creating apps for your users to do quick things, or pushing out apps for your customers to interface with your ERP data, whatever that may be, if it's a portal for invoices or something like that. So the Business Central solution, like all of Microsoft's cloud solutions, really fit into these 4 pillars of being modern, unified, intelligent, and adaptable. So as a modern application, it's obviously has a very nice user interface. It's all very flexible and mobile capable. It's unified across the cloud, so it has ties with Outlook and Office 365, and then the Power Platform, as we discussed. It uses Microsoft Analytics and machine learning and AI to do some pretty powerful reporting capabilities and be able to use those services to better analyze your data. And it's a very adaptable system. It's full featured. You can scale it back or down depending on what your users need. So as we talk about all these different things, we want to figure out what's the right solution for everyone moving forward. With your current Dynamics GP or SL solution, you really have 3 options moving forward. The first one being a full cloud move, the second being a cloud sync, and the third being staying on premises. So we're going to talk about these 3 more in depth. So the first option, which is cloud. We do have Dynamics SL and GP customers that are moving from their on-prem applications to Business Central in the cloud. There's a lot of benefits to this. A huge one is you will not have to pay for future software upgrades or infrastructure. It requires no servers or server licensing on your end because it's all hosted by Microsoft. There are no costs for the upgrades because they're automatic and they'll be pushed out to you by Microsoft twice a year. So there are benefits and there are cons to that. People that are highly customized, there's a lot of testing that normally has to be done before an upgrade. So you will have to do that in a smaller amount of time and on Microsoft's schedule, not necessarily on your schedule. And also being that you don't have any access to the back end, there are limited features when, calling directly to the SQL server or doing other types of customization. That is very limited. The benefits, though, are huge because you obviously don't have to incur those costs, and you do have a very good integration with Office, Outlook, and Power BI, improving your productivity. It's also a very scalable solution, so it's able to grow with your business to add on features. And because it's a Dynamics product, it still has a huge ISV following in the community. So there are tons and tons of third parties out there written specifically for it for any piece of functionality that you may or may not need in the future. So there is a transition promotional pricing for people that want to move from their on-premise solution, any of the ones you see in the current license column right there, to Business Central. It's actually about a 40% savings, which is huge. So Microsoft is making it very appealing for people to move to those solutions and help you all get to the cloud if that's something that you're interested in. You would move to this licensing and pay a per user per month cost, and you would stop paying your annual renewal plan, or it's sometimes called BREP, which is Business Ready Enhancement Plan. So that annual cost would go away and you would move to a monthly per user per month cost. Okay, so option 2 is the Intelligent Cloud Insights. So Cloud Sync, what is this? Part of what we have with Business Central is called the Intelligent Cloud, which means if you are on the most current version of SL or GP, which for GP is 2018 R2 and SL is 2018, you can connect your on-premise data to Business Central in the cloud. Now, this is a very limited capability, so you can connect this and you can use the machine learning and the AI capabilities up in the cloud to actually analyze your data. So you can see cash available, sales profitability, and net income, and be able to use the dashboarding capabilities out there to see how your data would interact in the cloud. This is a great interim step for people kind of wanting to dip their toe in the water of the cloud and see how it would work for them. It also gives you mobile capabilities, which you may not have right now on premise. So if you have a CEO or a CFO who's on the road a lot, or salespeople that want to be able to just pull up an app on their phone and see the history of a customer, overdue invoices, or anything like that, they can easily pull that up on a phone or tablet to be able to do that. Keep in mind that this does not mean that you are fully in the cloud. You're still on premises. You're still required to upgrade your software with your partner. maintain all of your infrastructure, and you do need to be on the latest version of your on-prem solution. So there is transition pricing for this as well. So you actually get a pretty large discount on the intelligent users. So the view only users are only going to cost you $1. And then anyone that needs to interact with the data a little bit more and do drill downs would be $20 per user per month. So your third option, stay on premise. Microsoft is not killing off GP or SL. There's rumors out there that that is the case. It's not. They'll be continued to be updated and supported way into the future. There's still lots of partners, including KTL out there, that support them. So on-prem is still an option, and it's still a good option for a lot of people. And we'll talk a little bit about the people that fit into these certain categories and why. So here are some questions that we want to go through for how to make this decision. So when you're talking about how do I know if I should move to the cloud, these are some of the things we should discuss. What is the state of your current infrastructure and IT environment? Are you guys looking at making significant investment over the next few years in hardware? Are you lacking functionality in the system that you either just haven't implemented or the system doesn't have? And what are the growth goals for the organization? So people that fit into a good pure cloud move are people that want to lower their IT infrastructure costs or their support costs, or really don't have IT on hand to be able to help with those things. They don't have a lot of customizations. If they use any third parties, they're available in the cloud. And if you've experienced a data incident, losing a backup or having security issues, or if you have to comply with GDPR or NIST, the Microsoft Cloud is compliant with those. So the second option, cloud sync, if you want to move to the cloud, but you can't migrate now due to budget constraints or having some issues that things just won't move to the cloud properly, some of your customizations or something else that you have going on, using that cloud sync is a good option to get people the capabilities that they need in the cloud for mobile or for data intelligence, but also keeping it in-house and keeping it under your IT's control. Staying on premise, I would say people that are highly customized probably can't just do a cloud move right now because they're not available in the way that we write extensions for Business Central in the cloud. If they have a lot of ISV solutions, some ISV solutions are still not ready for the cloud, but they probably will be in the next 3 years. And also, if you have a very large IT department that's comfortable supporting SQL Server and supporting this application, it's not urgent that you move to the cloud right now. So Microsoft is obviously a huge company. Many of you have been on GP or SL for over 20 years, and that's not going to change. They're going to continue to support all their customers across all these solutions. Nothing has been sunsetted as of yet, and KTL and other partners are still here to support your on-premise Dynamics application. So we want to talk about some ways that KTL can help you move to the cloud or start that move. So we're doing some promotions right now. First being the Intelligent Edge. If you connect the Intelligent Edge to GP with KTL's assistance, you will receive 5 free users for 1 year. So that's a pretty big cost savings and a good way to get some of your users that need those mobile capabilities or those data analysis capabilities, what they need at not a cost to your company. And then the other one is Business Central. If you migrate to Business Central right now, you're going to receive a 10% discount on all the users that you purchase from KTL. And that's on top of the transition price. So you would actually have a 50% savings on those licenses, which is huge. You won't see promotions like that from Microsoft or from other partners right now. It's a huge savings to the customer. So I want to thank everyone, and I want to start the conversation. You can email your account manager at KTL, or if you don't have an account manager with KTL, email sales@KTL to see how we can help you and what the best solution is for your company. Lily, did we have any questions?
We did not have any right now at the moment, but if anyone does, feel free to email us and we'll be sending out all the materials for today as well.
Great. All right. Thanks, everyone.